Hello, everyone. Once again, this is Movie Reviews for Life. And this time I am doing a review of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles Forever, or TMNT, Turtles Forever. It's a animated movie that was made or distributed by 4Kids Entertainment, who were behind the 2003 Ninja Turtles cartoon series. I'm pretty sure they're also involved with the newer Turtles series. I think it's on Cartoon Network. Um, what this film is it's a sequel of sorts to the '87 series as well as the 2003 series, as both end up meeting up with each other. What happens is somehow the turtles from the '80s end up going into the 2003 dimension. It shows, I believe, what I remember, the ending of the '80s cartoon series. That's where the film basically starts, and they end up going in through a portal into the 2003 universe, and they meet up with the much darker versions of themselves, and the Shredder and Krang of the '80s franchise make a plan to release the 2003 version of Shredder, release him. He's been in a cryogenic state. I'm guessing from his last battle with the Turtles, because I haven't really seen the 2003 series too much. And he decides that since there's parallel universes, there's got to be a main world from which they all come from. And the only way to officially defeat the Turtles is to defeat the creator of the Turtles, or the original Turtles. Basically, this format has been used again in the more recent Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths, where that world's bad Batman decided he wanted to destroy everything, because there's no point in fighting over and over again if they're going to keep on coming back. So the Shredder decides to do that, and he ends up finding a way into the Mirage comic world, where he meets an even darker version of the Turtles from the 2003 Turtles, because even the 2003 Turtles have a flair of comedy in them, or lightheartedness. And we get some great animation sequences from when they're in that world. And Shredder of the 2003 franchise is pretty crazy in this. We don't actually get to see the Shredder of the comic books, because I'm guessing there's just no place for him. I really enjoyed this film. I would definitely give it like 4 out of 5 stars. My only issue with it is that they really made the '80s Turtles more pussy like than they actually were. The series was campy. It was the '80s. Back then, kids, when they watch a cartoon, they were watching a lighthearted thing. They weren't watching kick your ass type of show. Back then, that was kind of controversial. So of course, the '80s Turtles were very child friendly, but they weren't pussies. And that was my only problem with this film. Really, was that I loved seeing the animation from the '80s. I loved, the catchphrases like, cowabunga and the pizza references, and I enjoyed seeing that. But I didn't like. Well, there was another thing. The voice actors from the original '80s series was not there, and the most annoying voice of all was Shredder's. I don't know who they got. Well, actually, I can probably look at it now. But the voice actor who played Shredder in this was really, really Dave Wills played Shredder in this, and the voice of Shredder. He was just wait a minute. No, sorry. Oh, wait a minute. It does say that there was the '84 Shredder. I don't remember seeing him in it though. The Lloyd Williams plays the '80s Shredder. and he was just annoying. But it was fun to see Krang. It was fun to see Bebop and Rocksteady again. Um, this did make me start watching the 2003 series because I wanted to get more familiar with the characters in that, and it was just a fun experience. I already pointed out the outline. The animation was incredible. I mean, they had 3 different styles of animation in this. It wasn't just one animation style. You know, they had the 2003 style, they had the 80s style, and then they had the Mirage Comics, which was an interesting style because they actually made it look like comic images that were moving. They didn't just make it black and white. They made it look like the comics. I mean, they really felt like the comic was jumping at you, and that was very, very interesting. Now, I'm not going to read off the cast list because there's 3 different sets of cast. There's the 80s cast, there's the Mirage comic cast, and then there's the 2003 cast. But I will say that Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman, they're not shown, but their voices are heard at the end of the film. Live action scene at the end, where you see them finishing up the original comic, which I'm guessing that's supposed to be their actual original comic sketches. So that was kind of cool to see, and basically what they say themselves as well. They hope it succeeds, and we all know that it does. So I would definitely go see this. I'm not gonna give out too much. The one thing I will say is that this has been released on DVD as an uncut version. I have seen, that's the version I actually saw. I watched it on YouTube, and as I guess a way to cash in on it, they presented it as 3 23-minute episodes of the 2003 series. Which I hate it when they do that. Like DCAU has actually done that with quite a few of their films. If you're going to release it as a film, then release it as a film all the time. If it's originally meant to coincide with the series and actually be a series, then put the to be continued thing. It's as simple as that. Don't release it as a film if all you're going to do is split it up into episodes. It's really stupid. So the uncut version I saw was 78 minutes long. The DVD version, for some reason, is 73 minutes long. I don't know why. And then the 70-minute edited for TV is 70 minutes long. The film was directed by Burdine and Lloyd Goldfine. Okay, and Nickelodeon Films also had a part in distributing the film through Nickelodeon Films on DVD. And the release date was 2009. Yeah, I'm reading it off of Wikipedia as well. But I did see this, and I paid more attention to this than I did with TMNT, so it's 4 out of 5 stars. Definitely go see this. I hope you enjoyed this, and I would like to do a much better, review of these with someone like Rambo Rat for Life, who really enjoys the films and have studied the films even more than I have, because it would be a fun thing to kind of review it off of someone else. So if anybody's interested, let me know. I have a mic. I'm not really good with the editing, so if you know how to do any of that stuff, let me know, and I'm up for it. Later.